When I die and they lay me to rest, I'm gonna go to the place that's the sweetest bed. When I lay me down to die, I'm going up to the Twinkie in the, going on up to the Twinkie in the sky. That's where I'm gonna go when I die. I die. I'm gonna bite the snack that I love best. Prepare yourself, you know it's a must. Gotta have a Twinkie if you wanna trust. Just saying, Lordy, I'm so spread. Gonna meet the Twinkie in the sky. Never been a sinner. I've got a sweet tooth. I got an orange sponge cake, a creamy truth. So when I die, don't ask me why. I'm going G up to the Twinkie in the sky. Going on up to the Twinkie in the sky. That's where I'm gonna go when I die. When I die and they lay me to rest, I'm gonna snack on the Twinkie I love best. When I die and they lay me to rest, I'm gonna go to the place that's the sweetest best.
All right. You know what? I realized I wasn't in the chat, and then I'm like, okay. So, and then you saw me for just a brief minute, half face, because I have a hat on, but I don't really have any makeup on or anything like that. And I was like, there I am. Okay, whatever. They're probably gonna clip that, and oh, what a hag! It's Terry Joyce. Terry Joyce is a hag. Okay, so good morning, good afternoon, good day. All right, I'm gonna stop my screen share here. And I'm going to go back to this video with David Shurter here. And this is how I started. So here, David Shurter has all these infamous bathtub videos. I thought maybe I'd just go, we'll take a look at some of them a little bit. Oh,
Okay,
wait,
this is.
go back.
They tried to unalive me when I was naked and wet. I couldn't be in a more vulnerable situation. But they failed.
Okay, so this, okay, so he's saying that naked and wet, right? And he couldn't be in a more vulnerable position. So I'm just going to scroll. I want to go through David's shorts and just kind of show you the numerous bathtub. Here's a bathtub video. Let's click onto this one.
So today's live on YouTube was probably the best I've ever had, to be quite honest.
And this one, he's got his glasses on, so I don't know about you. I don't take a bath with my glasses, but David does. So yeah.
I just quick wanted to say, there's no.
He's real quick. He wants to say something that he can't even get out of the bathtub and dry himself off. Right? I mean, like, who makes bathtub videos? I don't, but David does.
No difference between what Thomas Schoenberger is doing to me via email and all of the attacks and the same thing they're doing to Nathan Stoltman.
Okay, so now let's go to this one.
Convicted felon Thomas Schoenberger is trying to say that I'm trying to drive Nathan Stoltman over the edge, which is funny because Nathan and I haven't spoken with each other for years. But he speaks, and his whole group speaks. And so now they're thinking...
Okay, another one in the bathtub. All right, so let me just make sure that... okay, yeah, I got the fair use. This is fair use. We're just educating the public about how many videos David makes in his bathtub. Okay, this is number one. This is number one thing to look at. All right, so here's this one. when dealing with the group, I am oh,
In dealing with this group, I feel that transparency is best. I don't knowingly, willingly accept money from people that I believe are child traffickers and Nazis.
like it's like one glass lens is fogged up. It's like it's really not good to talk about child traffickers when you're naked and wet in a bathtub. And here's the deal. Yesterday, when I was streaming about David Shurter, I was talking about how he owes back taxes. How he claims he owes back taxes in the tune of $2,300. And he recently did some videos saying that he was going to be getting a GoFundMe for to pay his house taxes, because we need more bathtub videos from his house, right? And he's very desperate. He's been talking about owing these taxes, and I had spoken to a sheriff, one of his sheriffs, because this has been going on with David and the sheriff's department and us and everything, right? So I'm talking to one of the sheriffs, and he says, well, look it up. He doesn't owe any taxes. It's public record. So I found it. I found it and showed it and talked about it. He owes 0 taxes, and he owes $110 on April 1st. He has to make a payment, but he's crowdsourcing $2,300. And he was so also what was on the table. We're going to talk about that too. Are confessions, or let's say testimonies from 2 of David Shurter's former followers, one of them being his former moderator, is making claims that he was raising $5,000 to have what they call the wood chipper gang that's connected to MS-13 come and take us out. Now, all right, so I want you to, for today, when you watch this stream, to put your Coen brother film glasses on, because to me, this whole thing kind of is almost like a Coen brothers film, because there's a wood chipper involved, which if you watch Fargo, you will, the whole thing is about, these people got murdered in a wood chipper, not the whole thing, but it's part of it, right? So they're while back, and David Shurter has now talked about this again. There's a person that he quoted that said pedophiles should be put through wood chippers, and he joked about it, and they joked about a wood chipper gang and all this kind of stuff, and kept saying that we should be put through wood chippers and all this kind of stuff, and it was traumatizing to me. And yesterday in my chat, Pavana told me that it was traumatizing to her, and David has been telling people to investigate us, to come after us. We need to be put through a wood chipper. And come to find out, he really is working, or had been working and cooperating, or asking if he could have this done to us through the MS-13 gang. And I'm going to play a little bit of that again today too. But before we do that, let's do more bathtub videos. Because it goes on and on and on. Could here's one.
I have to wonder.
That's not Bathtub.
I have to wonder if these 7 new dark.
Well, the picture is a bathtub, but not him. Let's go farther. Just gonna scroll through here. Oh, here's one. Check it.
Y'all need to go to my blog, davidshurter.com, and look at the screenshots today that are involved with the live video I did this morning, saying if they're going to make me disappear, I have some things to say first. But you need to go check out the screenshots.
Okay, and the whole thing about his screenshots, like his blog is all about the screenshots. And David came into my chat and took screenshots. He did a video about how I talked about what he looked like in his bathtub, saying that I was visualizing it, but obviously I don't have to visualize it because we've all seen it. And there's been a lot of people talking about him doing videos in the bathtub. I've said it was creepy. His videos were creepy in the bathtub. and so when a David Shurter came into my chat and said, I'm doing this I'm laying in my bathtub and I'm in your chat, I'm like, this has to be a joke. I thought, that this is a joke by a troll, but lo and behold, it's actually David Shurter. But we're going to get into his screenshots. I want to look for one that was more specifically like maybe for me. I was trying to see that. Here he is talking about Lucian Greaves. Let's do this one.
Hey, Lucian Greaves.
David, like, really, I did not have to visualize what you look like in the bathtub. This is like really, really evident.
Founder of the Satanic Temple. You may be close to bringing me down with your group's little microwave weapons. But what I've been shown...
Okay. Oh my God. Because I know you find me entertaining. This is entertainment. Well, you know what? Don't do videos from your bathtub. Karma's a bitch. Let me see. What else do we have? These are only facts anyone needs to know. I know there's one that was like more for me. Let me find out here. What my devil loving opposition needs to know. Here. Not my rabbit hole. This one's for me. This is him doing a bathtub video and tagging my channel in it.
Tara Joyce, quit trying to cast on me. They're already investigating all of your emails. All of yours. They're going to go straight down your rabbit hole or right up your ass. All of yours.
Yeah, I don't know if you should be talking about my ass while you're naked in the bathtub. I'm sorry, David, but it's a little weird.
Have fun with that.
Yeah, you have fun with that. You have fun with that. Okay, so I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop the screen share there. Okay, and we've got some people in the chat here. Yeah, it's he's very creepy. I think so too. Akesar, really likely he pushed them all. Let me see. Ben, the JR Porter says there are video sites that don't mind you making videos of yourself naked. In fact, some keenly encourage you to do so, but YouTube is not one of them. This is true. Maybe David should think about opening up an OnlyFans, account, bathtub fetish. I don't know. No, nobody. He's alone in the darkness he's created. That's Aiken. Goodness doesn't have to have a family member who can have this crazy ass committed. Yep. Anyway, okay, so there's some comments from my chat so far on David Shurter and him being in the bathtub so far, but I want to take you to David Shurter's blog, because after he was in my chat, this is what he posted. So he had to get up and make a blog about it. So I went into the chat of Terry Joyce's YouTube live broadcast today. This is the link to Terry Joyce's live. So, thank you, David. Proof David Shurter doesn't owe property taxes and his GoFundMe to pay his taxes is a scam. So David Shurter couldn't even get out of the bathtub and dry himself off before he can do commentary on his own scam that he's doing. He has to try to defend himself in my chat. And here is a plethora, ooh, nice word, of screenshots I took during my conversation in there. So, David, do you not think that anybody even just reading this is gonna think this is weird? That these are so here are the screenshots of my chat. Here is Who's Her Mama. This is Pavana saying, I was scared about the wood chipper thing too. Didn't I just say that earlier? Smokey, This is David Shurter. Smokey is the one who's connected to MS-13 and was the one who brought up the wood chipper. And then David says, and maybe all of Sewertown, but I'm sure that the police will want to speak to Sherilyn. I'm sure maybe they might want to speak to Sherilyn too if they're investigating you collecting money to have people killed, David. I think maybe they are. And Smokey, which is why I give the police both of their phone numbers. Good, David. You're helping the investigation with your own sheriff's department. Way to go, right? So then he says, this is a lie. Sherilyn is lying. And then Siren, or should I call you Thorn or Skills or Kara? So David Shurter is always saying that the person that's behind the profile, Siren, is this woman, Kara from Free Range Human or something like that. that did a documentary, and he's just all over the place saying that she's these different people when she's not. No one knows exactly who Siren is. So here, or Siren, here he is again. Not if I see you there first. He says, I'm laying in the bath laughing at you. I'm so not triggered. But why are you in the bathtub? That's my question. Like, I'm not in my bathtub looking at your videos, making comments on your videos, David Shurter. If I was, I certainly wouldn't be telling anybody. All right. I mean, that would be too much information. I'm not on a video in the bath. I'm just talking in the chat. You guys really need to learn how to figure out what reality is. So somebody said, oh, see, creepy. The person who's in my chat right now is saying creepy, man. That's creepy. He has a video about you in the tub. Yeah, but he does have a video about me in the tub. I just played it. He's already done videos about me while he's naked, wet, with his, hairy chest, his dripping hairy chest hairs, right? And sitting there, talking about me in his bathtub and saying, not my rabbit hole up your ass, or something like that, rabbit hole up your ass. Oh, come on. That everyone should listen to, because I know who. So let's go back. Okay, yeah, we can just go like this. It's bigger. I'm laying in the bathtub laughing at you. I'm so not triggered. I'm not on video in both. I'm just talking in chat. You guys really need to learn how to figure out what reality is. Oh, come on. Okay, I know David is not dead. David Shurter, do you not wanting to visualize it? Wow, I describe it in detail. Yes, David, I can describe what you look like wet in the bathtub in detail, because you literally have done a video talking about me in your bathtub wet. And you talked about a lot of people. We see a lot of videos of you wet in your bathtub. I don't have to visualize it. I can go from memory, okay? I can go from memory, David. And you're a liar. This is David Shurter, and you're a liar, and it's easily proven. And so I feel sorry for you. Terry, right? Actually, not Tara, David. My name is not spelled Tara. It's T-E-R-E, Terry. All right. So there it is. You got it right in the second part. Actually grandstanding for the full 5 people in here, and I'm one of them. Oh, I have nobody watching. Nobody's watching me. Oh, okay. And I'm one of them. So with you and me, there's 3 other people. Terry Joyce just lays, and then he's tagging something. He's giving his blog out in my chat. Stay tuned for the new what? Be happening soon. Thanks for all the screenshots, sweetie. And then he calls me sweetie. He's saying here, because it's a lie. I was scared about the wood chipper thing too. Smokey is the one. Okay, so this is just a repeat of what I already showed. He says that he has, given he's doxing Smokey's first name. You realize they can check my bank account, right, and find out that you're lying. No, I didn't say you accepted money from, Sarah Rachel Adams, because you admitted that she didn't pay you. But I bet, that claim of the $500 that your moderator said that you're getting from Thomas Schoenberger, yeah, they can check your bank account and see if that's true or not. They're going to find out who's not telling the truth. I'm not lying. I'm just saying what your ex-moderator said, David. And she did say that. Matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and play that today. I turned your accusations into the police this morning, along with Sherilyn's phone number and Hunter's phone number, aka Smoking the Clown. So he's the victim now. We're lying it, and then you can see where I'm questioning him, and he's saying, "It's me, Hag. Isn't that joke 3 people now that David Shurter's accused Terry of murdering? That's not okay." So that's somebody talking to him, and he said, "Yet I'm still here taking screenshots." Oh, you sure did, David. You took screenshots of you coming in on a video of me proving that you are scamming people and saying that you owe taxes when you don't. And then you're coming in my chat while you're in the bathtub, dude. While you're naked and wet in the bathtub and taking screenshots and admitting it and then putting it on your blog. I'm just going through here. I have the screenshots. I need to show what's going on. Like, you're saying that we're lying, right? I'm not lying about what I've witnessed. I'm not. It's me, Tara Joyce Randolph. I don't know who Tara is, David. Thomas hasn't been sending me any money. You guys are just upset because Sherilyn wasn't able to get me arrested with her THC cartridges, and you can't seem to be able to get my house. I'm not talking about Thomas being completely connected to Lucian Greaves. Good, because I have 2 send emails, published all the crap on my blog. She never did give me $5,000. She hates you. I never took it. Well, I know she hates me, but David, you still said her lie. You still went on your stream and said that I was extorting her and blackmailing her with to hinder Gill, and that is not happening, and that it did never happen. So it doesn't matter if you took her $5,000. You still went and you still did the lie. You still did this defamation, and I didn't say that Sarah was the person paying you to assassinate us. But what I did say was that the $5,000 was an interesting number, as it's the same amount that Sarah was offering you. And that's what the same amount is due for the job to be done against us. That's all I said. But he's saying that today. He's going on about that today on his YouTube channel. Considering that you guys actually murdered Owen, Daniel Dowd, and Geo Farnsworth, that's where the whole taking a hit on someone is coming from. First of all, no one murdered anybody, and there's no evidence of that. This is just hearsay. I want you to live a long life, idiot, because your life is miserable. It's going to get worse. Oh, is that a threat, David? Is that a threat? Okay. I want you, and then it goes on. Again, I'm in the bathtub and I'm not coming on, but you have my attention. It's me. And all you have to do is type in my name and then look at back taxes. Yeah, we did that already. We typed in your name and there are no back taxes, David. There are no back taxes. Yeah, that is the link, David. There are no back taxes. I don't know if that's the exact link, but you don't have any back taxes. Again, I'm in the bathtub. And you are a pedophile protector who's involved with a bunch of pedophiles who are involved in a pedophile operation. You have no evidence of that. None. Zero. Again, I'm in the bathtub. Here we go. It goes on. You've been saying that for a long time, and then he calls me the B word, at which point I block him. I would think the police would have something to say to me since I'm obviously, according to you, hiring a hitman. Yeah, they may have something to say to you, David, because we all called your sheriff. Yeah, there's an investigation happening right now, David. And yeah, they might call you. They might. A bunch of us called in after that show. A bunch of us. Yeah. You might be there. I was told they're looking into it, David. Yeah, absolutely. It needs to be looked into. and you know, I don't think you doing this in your bathtub, it to me, and still harassing me while I'm talking about this and showing the actual receipts. Wow. Sewer King says he's tough coming to your chat talking shit, yet not to his face. David is willing to talk to Pavana. He said that in his video yesterday, but not David, not Jesse, because he said, Jesse was too feminine to talk to him. Sweetie, you're involved with such nefarious bullshit. It just blows my mind. Your deflection isn't going to help you. I'm not deflecting, David. I'm exposing what a liar you are, and this is going to end. And now, if it is true that you talked to Sherilyn and you talked to Smokey, and you were looking into raising money and saying that you were raising money to have us taken out. That is, and if that's the true, if I were you, I would get, and you're the person who's in the hot seat, David, not me. Not me. So he goes on about the state lines. You know, he's talking about the cannabis, the cartridges. I would have been in Nebraska, dumbass, not Iowa. I'm legal in Iowa. I have my medical marijuana license. I would not have been I would have not have been legal in Nebraska. No, that is not the truth. How is it that you yeah. Yeah, you realize that the cops can look out all of my shit and probably are, and will realize that I'm not in contact with anybody. I wouldn't know where to hire a hitman, even if I wanted one. The problem is that you talked to Smokey about it. You were looking for Smokey's alleged connections that he says he has. David, there's the link. Yes, I have all of those live YouTube videos of Harlan and Daniel Dowd posted on YouTube. You know, AI Grift Patrol, Jesse and Terry have offered to debate him, and he refuses. No, you know what? He wants to post this on his blog and then turn it around and act like he's the victim. You sound really stressed, sweetie. Take a breath. Yeah, you know what? It is stressful when you're afraid that somebody that you were corroborating to have me killed, David. And you're in my chat, naked, saying that, you're in the bathtub. You guys are child traffickers. Jesse and Paula Davis have a lot to answer for. Corey Daniel was involved with Isaac Cappy's murder. Do you realize how crazy you sound? You sound really crazy. I think you're a porn actress who wasn't even good enough to be an actress. And then I hear you nothing more than a fluffer. Is that true? No, that's some Thomas Schoenberger hoax wars lies, David. No, it's not true. It's not. And that's defamation and harassment in my chat. You guys are child traffickers. Jesse and Paula Davis have to answer for. Okay, so you didn't find it, and if anybody actually would go there and type in my name and then click on the link that shows I'm back, I don't know. He's not even making sense here. My cell phone's not going to drop in and stop obsessing about me in the bath. I'm not obsessing about you in the bath, David. It was weird. I know what you look like in your bath. You've talked about me in your bath. You've done videos and talking about me while you're naked in the bathtub. Why are you obsessing about me and doing videos in your bathtub? That's why I got a hold of my police, because you're saying that I'm hiring a hitman and that's illegal, and so I should be investigated, but it's going to be found out. Well, I hope your police is having a conversation with you, David, if you contacted them. Have they talked to you yet? I think they should. I'm laying here again. I'm laying in the bathtub laughing at you. I'm so not triggered. But you're in the bathtub, not even drying yourself out to talk to me. And call me a pedo and a liar and a hag and the B word. Oh, come on. That's the one that everyone should listen to because it shows who you are. Not to mention, I'm quoting Social Security here committee and myriad amount of attempts and identity theft on my disability. Why would I want to take your disability, David? Oh, come on. There's no money. You have no money. People don't hack people that don't have any money. You take donations, Tara. It's Terry, David, and offer nothing. I have a free blog. I have a documentary, YouTube videos, not monetized. You know what? I offer things to people. I have investigative shows. I have comedy. Yeah, I have a blog. I have a Substack, David. I have a podcast on Spotify. I'm a content creator. I'm a social media influencer. All right, let's go on. What are you talking about? You take donate. You know what? I can get super chats. I can get super chats. I say, people want to donate to me. I don't get a whole lot of donations. I don't push it. Really. My channel is monetized. I can take super thanks. I do buy me coffee just like you. I'm not doing anything different than you, but the one thing that is different is that I'm not lying about people so that I can get my donations. I investigate liars like you. I busted you yesterday for being a scammer and acting like you're desperately needing $2,300 to save your house. So what do you need $2,300 about? That's up for speculation. Do you need another $2,300 to pay somebody to come after us? Like, why are you pretending to be desperate for money when you're not? Scammers need to be called out on the internet. Scammers need to be called out on YouTube. You're a scammer and a liar. Sweetie, you don't like to be called that. That's the problem. I'm not going to run from you because I'm afraid of you at all. No, I don't like to because it's condescending. You talking bad about me and then calling me sweetie is condescending. It's even misogynist, really, because you're not going to call a man sweetie. You're going to go into Jesse Davis's chat and bully him and call him sweetie. I mean, you say he's feminine, David. And my local office officials are so not the only ones I've sent all of your crap to. Your group is the one that I mean, there's dead people around your group. And there might be more dead people because of you, David. Look at this. This is all he wants. He wants to show his abuse, more of his own abuse on his blog. You were so whiny. God, what an awful voice. And you shouldn't be anywhere near kids. I hear that you're being inappropriate with kids on campus. That is a lie, David. And that's subject to criminal prosecution, especially since it came from Denise Mattow and Thomas Schoenberger and everybody else. This is a lot. This part right there, I've never been inappropriate to any kid on a campus. This is defamation. And you come into my chat and you bring your defamation into my chat, David, and now you're posting it and you're abusing me more on your blog. After I'm pointing out that you were corroborating with your former followers and moderator about having us taken out. No, the investigation is on you. You're a big-time scammer making creepy videos in your bathtub and talking about me in your bathtub, David. You are not a victim, and I had enough. I have enough screenshots, and I can send this all out, and I got a good laugh, so I'm going to go enjoy my bath at 1:30 in the afternoon. LOL. You know what, David? This is defamation. You came in and harassed me in my chat. You made an ass out of yourself. And this is suable right here. Nobody's trying to kill you guys. But there are people saying that you did want it. David, you sound crazy, just like all your voice. People can tell you are lying and grandstanding. No, that is you, David. You realize that I actually shown the real stuff that you're not bothering to show, all right? You have to do, all you have to do is click on the link. No, past taxes maybe, but the link that I have, the one that was current, yes, that day, you don't have any taxes, David. You don't have any taxes. David, you should let go of the breakfast burritos for a couple of weeks. Your ass would probably thank you. He must have taken, because at this point I had blocked him. So this is stuff that he's just snapping that I never saw. For you wanting to visualize it. Wow. Oh, maybe he did say it. You should probably go bathe yourself. Personal hygiene is a good thing as far as I'm concerned. I'm not typing, sweetie. My phone has the capability that I can just talk and it types what I say. I can't handle your voice anymore, sweetie. It's starting to make me nauseous. I'm trying to have you killed. I'm not trying to have you killed. I just want you investigated, arrested, and incarcerated. Do you have a whole 5 people in here? Who are you grandstanding for? I don't refuse. I'm right here to deal with you while you're telling everybody that I'm trying to hire a hitman on you. You probably should go bathe. Wow. He posted and posted and posted. It goes on. I'm the one who's spinning, sweetie. The stress in your voice is palatable. We're going to look at the stress that you had in your voice, David, after you took your bath, because it doesn't look like it was a very relaxing one. You should know all about that, sweetie, since you follow the dark and trafficking kids. Okay, well, as much as fun as this is, it was fun. I had fun, like, joking on you, David, but nothing about what you do is fun for me at all, really. But you get a kick out of coming in here while you're wet, naked, in the bathtub, and say this. This is the first time I've ever watched your stupid junk. How'd you find out about it? You realize that I've actually shown the real stuff. This is just so freakish and disgusting. He almost sounds like Sarah Rachel Adams. Same lame arguments. Let me see. Remember when you argued how there was no baby at Algona until we released the courtroom audio? Yeah. Do you remember that, David? Yeah, that's what your nephew said, David. You showed the real stuff. So, let's see what John says. Hi, Urban Disciple. Yes, David, you have a bullshit blog that is ridiculous to navigate. You are a self-confessed child molester. True. You provide nothing. This is John, Aussie John, saying you provide nothing but made-up rubbish of life you made of. He's had no abuse. Yep. Remember that The Rock... Oh, yeah. Yeah. Do you have that video? Or do you have a clip of that, John? Or do you know where I can get it? Because I'll show it today. I'll show it. Absolutely. All right, so I'm going to play. What am I going to play? Okay, let's I'm going to play a little bit of what was said on Sewer Town and the accusation that David is denying. I want to make sure that I have it on the right thing here. Why am I getting this? Oh, here we go. That was weird. Okay, here we go. Let me cancel this one out.
I was completely out of it. And apparently right before I left out the door, I said, I'm going to fucking kill him. And I meant it.
Obviously was trying to convince you that I was a child trafficker and a pedo.
Well, you see, here's the deal with that. Just let y'all know this. At first, y'all was in deep threat. And the reason why I say that is because I think y'all know I'm a part of an organization. David has said it a couple of times on his stream. I'm in a wood chipper gang, which is a branch off of the MS-13s. We believe all pedophiles should be put in a wood chipper.
I've been kind of on edge because of all these threats that have been made. I've had people threaten to come to my house.
And I was like, if you ever put my name in with any type of motherfucking pedophile, I'm going to come over and I'm going to show you who I really fucking am, David. I know your fucking address. Don't fuck with me.
Okay, I'm going to skip a little bit past that and go to here.
But if I really wanted to, I could just make a...
Okay, I don't want that on this part. Okay.
I have 4 favors I can call in from them because of how much business I did with them.
Okay. Wait, I want to go a little bit more because I want to get that part.
Just put it to you like this, okay? Whenever I first met David, I just came off of a really bad accident. I was on a lot of pain pills. And I don't usually take pills, but I got stabbed 30 times, man, like 3 years ago. And, so pretty much I was kind of, blinded a little bit. David was going to, Sherilyn's a witness. She just told me I can tell y'all. Because remember, I told y'all I was going to leave some shit out.
Yeah.
But David, you know how he says he does not promote violence, right?
Right.
He's a goddamn lie. He literally told me, he said, I'm saving up money to pay you to put a hit out on them. I'm out of
Clip that.
that life, bro. I put the hood behind me.
So I went in David's chat only one time, as I said, and I very politely said to Dave, please Stop defaming me and my family. You're trying to put a target on our back as if we're pedophiles.
Smokey, do you have written evidence that David is saving up $5,000 to have you?
No, it was just me, Sherilyn, and him on a conference call because when I do things, I don't do things
Well, I
that
think you should-
incriminate me.
I think you
You know?
should report that.
If David actually had said that to you, that's something that a sheriff could
I'm not
actually
going to
take
talk over a
action
bunch of
on.
men.
Hey Jesse,
I'll call him. I got no problems calling him.
So Smokey, I'm probably going to reach out to a sheriff's office. I'm just going to ask you point blank. So he wanted to save money up to have you, to pay you to put a hit on somebody. Was
Yes.
I that somebody? Was I included in that?
To all of y'all, like everybody that was involved, including
Clip that.
Thomas at the time. Because I mean, how do you know if anybody's telling the truth at first?
Well, because you fucking know, because firstly you've been around it, so you know when someone's at least half real, right?
Well,
You understand.
honestly, I've been around so many fakes, bro. It's hard to tell the real ones.
Where was he going to get $5,000 from?
There's a lot of history of the pedophilia in this location of the country. I'm not making excuses for being sucked in. I want to say, Jesse, that when
Sherilyn,
you
we
text,
love you, dude. Sherilyn, we love you. Don't think that we
thank
don't.
you,
Come.
thank you, Jesse. I must say, when you text me, and I had to ask, who is Jesse Davis? And David said, I don't know. And that exactly. And it had been sewer town. And I don't want to speak for Smokey, but when we were all talking, you didn't seem like real people. You know what I mean? You seemed like seemed like a creature.
It's kind of scary too that for some people that when David's talking about us, we don't seem like real people. That is like putting us in a dangerous position. Clip that.
Group of evil individuals, and it is my own fault and my responsibility for supporting that. When we had that conversation on the phone with David, I mean, there was never a consideration of putting a hit out on anyone. It was shocked that he said that. When Smokey called me, he said, he really just said that, didn't he?
Clip that.
And I said, yeah, just like he said you were effable. He said it.
She was just scared about the wood chipper gang, and I was like, you don't ever have to worry about that. I was the only member in his chat that was a part of that gang other than one person, but I told him as soon as we all fell off, I was like, nah, bro, fuck that man.
May I have the floor, please?
Yeah.
Yes,
Before I
ma'am.
forget. The issue of money.
No.
Before the falling out with Thomas, David told me that Thomas was sending him at least $500 a month.
Oh, really?
And
Yep.
yes. And that, I don't know, they picked it up where they left off, I think.
I don't
With
think
me out of the way. If that makes Terry feel any better, with me out of the way, it's
wouldn't count
Thomas. It's not a group of supporters.
Clip
Do you-
that.
You hear what I'm telling you,
It's
hon?
Thomas. Yeah.
It's not a group. It's not.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Thank
doubt
you.
that.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so I'm saying clip that because StreamYard will clip things. And I want clips of the highlights of that conversation right there. So there is that. And okay, so you're on X. Okay, I'll go get it then. Thanks. It also undermines anything we say if we come across as not real or just trolls. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Okay, I think I might actually add your comments to my chat as well so that people can see that. And that, I want to simplify David Shurter to be able to, clip whatever he wants. Okay, so I'm going to play what happened yesterday. Let me see, where was I on that? I thought I had this open. Okay, that's his live from today. Okay, yeah. All right. It's got Dr. Grande on it because it like where I wanted to put it on. Okay, so this is from my live stream. This is on my end. I showed you his blog and what he said, and this is what happened during the stream when I was talking to David while he was in the bathtub. Go over. Oh, is David Shurter here? Oh, David. That's probably not David because I have David blocked. I have David blocked on my channel. So this is David Shurter. I don't think this is David Shurter. Let me see. I'm pretty sure that I've hidden him on my channel, but I'm just going to double check that. Okay. Let me see. Oh, it is you. It is you, David. Boy, I bet you're worried about this, aren't you? Yeah, I don't have you blocked from my stream. So you want to come up here and you want to talk about this, David? I am not involved with I never even knew Lori King, David. Oh, what accusations? Really? You don't think that we've called your sheriff's department yet, David? Why don't you come up? I'll give you you can come up here and talk to me face to face if you want to. Let's straighten this out. Along with Sherilyn's phone number and Hunter's phone number, aka Smokey the Clown. David, why is Sarah Rachel Adams giving you $5,000 or wanting to give you $5,000? Was it a hit on me, David? You really want to take me out, right? You don't own any taxes, David Shurter. You are grifting on your channel. Come up here. You want to come up here, David? You want to come up here and talk to me? I'll give you the StreamYard link. You just say it in the chat. You come and talk to me face to face, David. Instead of bullying Siren and saying she's somebody that she's not. Get up here, David. Yeah, okay, so you're going to call me a hag. Oh, lovely. Lovely. You want to come up? I'll give you the StreamYard link. Yeah, go ahead and take screenshots. Take all the screenshots you want. Put them up on your blog. Go ahead. Go the fuck ahead, David. You are a scammer. You're a scammer. You're a fraud. You're a disgrace. And you know what? You might even get arrested, David. You might get arrested right now. Oh, go ahead. Put all the screenshots you want, David. Put all the screenshots you want. I still have the screenshots that I need to show what's going on. LOL. You think this is funny? You're going to think it's funny when the only color you can wear is orange. Let me tell you something, David Shurter. Orange isn't your color. You know what? And it would be really great to hear that that's what you have to wear for years in jail. How about that? I'm laying in the bathtub listening to you and taking screenshots so I can show everybody. This can't be you. This cannot be you. Or you're laughing. You think it? No, this is him. Thomas hasn't been sending me any money. You guys are just upset because Sherilyn wasn't able to get me arrested with their THC cartridges. And okay, here's the deal with the THC cartridges. It was Sherilyn that could have gotten arrested because she had to go across state lines to give it to you. You were at risk of being arrested. That's what she said. Let me look it up. Is marijuana legal in Iowa? Hold on. And now, David, marijuana is a class 3 drug. Yes, recreational marijuana pot is illegal in Iowa, with even small amounts considered a misdemeanor crime. Yeah, okay, so give me this argument that you asking her to get you cartridges first place. Like you asked them, right? Now you want to flip it? It doesn't matter if she didn't give you $5,000. It doesn't matter, David. She to you, and you made a lie up about me and her ex-business partner, and you lied on your channel and said that we were blackmailing and extorting Sarah Rachel Adams. You negotiated $5,000. Why is $5,000 coming in the conversation? Did she know that you were like trying to raise $5,000 to off me, David? We did not. Nobody murdered Owen. You have never presented any evidence of this. Nobody murdered Owen. Your stories are fabricated. You don't owe any taxes. I want you to live a long life, you idiot, because your life is miserable and it's only going to get worse. Really, my life? Actually, John, he has shown a receipt of Sarah, offering or something. I think I've seen something like a screenshot of something. Life isn't miserable, David, but you know what? You don't make me very happy. And guess whose life's going to get fucking worse? It's going to be you, David. It's going to be you. Because you are a scammer and a fraud on the internet. I don't think you're a satanic ritual abuse survivor. I think you're one of the lowest, dirtiest grifters on the internet. That's what I think about what. Plus, Sarah has sent me, and I should publish these, but she's texted me and made excuses. Yeah, she wanted to help him out. Yeah, she offered him money because she wanted to make sure that he wasn't homeless. So she's confirmed it on her end that she offered it too. You're doing on the internet, and you know what we do on my people like you out, just like we call out Sarah Rachel Adams. Hey, what are you doing in the bathtub? You know what? I hope your cell phone drops in the tub. This is the official record off of iowatreasures.org, David Shurter. I accessed it. Why? How did you think I found it this morning? That is what you owe. You are a scammer. You are a fraud. Permission for what? You know what, David? Shall we show people what you said today? Or what you said the other day about how you're grifting, about how you have, how you need money. You're calling me a bitch? You've been sorry that for a long time. I would think the police would have. Okay, you don't call people bitches here, David. You don't call people bitches on my chat. I'm going to block you now. You don't call people a bitch in my forum. You're no longer allowed on my channel. Bye. I'll see you in court, fucker. I'll see you behind bars, David. Yeah, he is triggered, and he should be, because he's a total fraud and he's being exposed. I mean, I could show his videos. Let's look at it. This was yesterday, where he, I believe this was the one where he talks about like needing to have, that he was going to make a GoFundMe.
Because I'm crazy, nor have they been attacking me because I'm a liar.
So he was commenting, like, if you go to his blog, because like you can block somebody, but they can still post. So he was still posting about things that I was saying about him. So I'm gonna let this continue here for a bit.
Crazy or a liar, they would have dismissed me a long time ago and wouldn't have bothered about me. But the issue for them is that I'm telling the truth. I'm not lying. And especially with the Dead Eyes at Cappy Club, I had probably not even done 2 videos where I opened up comments and started talking about Isaac Happy before they descended upon me.
Oh wait, this isn't the right one.
Terry Joyce descended upon me on.
This isn't the right one. Hold on. It's this one.
Just gonna do a short live.
All right, I'm gonna go back to the back. I mean, like, he's
Gonna have to set up a GoFundMe account.
I want to go to here actually.
I can't come up with $2,300 for back.
Here we go. Joyce, I'm accusing her of trying to make me homeless. I'll take a bath now, and then all of a sudden he realizes I'm on. Wait, he looks at my YouTube community page and he's like, "Holy fuck!" And he's in the bathtub and he has to grab his cell phone. Oh yeah, you're seeing it. To watch and act. Let me go back a little bit. Here, realizes I'm on. I'm easier. They must think I'm easier to bully than they can't face another man. That's basically what's going on. In the bathtub at 1 in the afternoon. Yeah, he's taking a bath. He's bathing. He's so upset. Like, he probably went in, like, he probably did his stream this morning and went, "Oh, I'm gonna take a bath now. I got Terry Joyce. I'm accusing her of trying to make me homeless. I'll take a bath now." And then all of a sudden he realizes I'm on. He looks at my YouTube community page and he's like, "Holy fuck!" And he's in the bathtub and he has to grab his cell phone to watch and actually type in the tub. It's like, what, David? That's TMI. That's too much information. Like don't try to tell us that you're in the bathtub. We don't need to visualize your naked ass in the bathtub. For me, now maybe it's 1 in the afternoon for you, but for me it's 11:18 a.m. yet, and I really haven't had my breakfast burrito. So you need to really go on and I'm not ready to even visualize you in your bathtub naked with your hairy gray hair man chest. Clip that. Your gray hair and your wet hair sitting there naked watching my stream and arguing with me. Now that is not the visual that I thought I was going to have this morning. How does that feel, David? How does that feel? Yeah. If you're going to talk to me, put a freaking, be respectful, put a towel around you and get out of the tub and argue with me. Don't argue with me with the fact that you are behind, that you're not behind your taxes, that you're actually frauding your followers, pleading like you're the boy who cried wolf. All right, David, for donations. Shame on you. Clip that. Shame on you. You're deceptive. All right, one more thing. Now let's go to today. Let's go, because last night I started looking into, well, what does he really owe on his taxes? 7 hours ago. Now, here's the title. David Shurter Live, Thomas Schellenberger and Terry Joyce. What's the title? Are working hard to make me homeless. So now I'm a bad person with, okay, so that was what I was commenting on yesterday. I wanted to play that other little clip of me talking about his bathtub video. And you know what? I'm going to take a quick break before we show his live stream that he did. Absolutely following, like he got out of the tub and he actually he got out of the tub and he made a video about my stream showing that he didn't owe any taxes and showing the conversation of them saying that they were, you know, that David was wanting to raise money to harm us and that we were actually in danger. We'll be right back.
Butcher knife steps in, wearing my man bun, thinking I'm a G-man, dreaming the pig pen. Nobody has fun until I'm done. Oh! Butcher knife stepson, wearing my man bun, another restraining order. Scum! Whoa! Whoa! 2, 3, 4, 5 hit whip. Butcher knife stepson, don't need gun. I will cycle pump you till you done another restraining order. Fun. Yeah, yeah. Butcher knife stepson, wearing my man bun. People say I'm scum, scum, scum. I'm done. Butcher knife stepson, thinking this is fun. Oh, butcher knife stepson, wearing my man bun. Thinking I'm a G-man, dreaming the pig pen. Nobody has fun until I'm done. Oh, butcher knife stepson, wearing my man bun. Another restraining orders. Go, go, go. Whoa. 2, 3, 4, 5 hit whip. Butcher knife stepson.
He will never let your
Okay, so welcome back to Not My Rabbit Hole. And we are going to go to David Shurter's stream immediately following him getting out of the bathtub and being in my chat, because you see his hair's still wet, right? Okay. Okay, here we go
Into the chat in Tara Joyce's live today. I thought she had me blocked. She thought she had me blocked, but I obviously was not blocked. And so I went in and started a dialogue. And I listened for a while. Tara Joyce is telling people that I was hiring a hitman, but she got that bullshit from Sherilyn.
He seems so like nervous about it. I'm hiring a hitman. Like you can't even like put a blow dryer on your hair, David, and you've got to like talk about this. I'm doing commentary about what they said in Jesse's chat, but it's my fault. Terry Joyce said, yeah, I did say it. I'm reporting on what took place on Sewer Town. Let's just clarify that. Okay, David? Sweetie.
And I know she got it from Sherilyn, because
Sweetie. Okay, sweetie.
Sherilyn was talking about it when I first went in there. The shit Sherilyn and Smokey are feeding them so much bullshit. It is hilarious. I live in Harlan, Nebraska. Where the fuck would I find a hitman?
I thought you live in Harlan, Iowa. Like, where did like, you're so upset that you can't remember the state you live in, David.
What?
You live in Iowa, okay? You don't live in Nebraska. Do you live in Nebraska? You got a second place in Nebraska?
Craigslist? Should I go on Facebook? You know, I live in Harlan. There's no hitman. It is ridiculous, but that's because Sherilyn is hanging out with Smokey, a.k.a. Hunter. His real name is Hunter.
Okay, there you go. You're going to dox him too. That's what you do, David.
And Hunter is the one. Let me remind everyone, he's the dude who has the MS-13 connections. Hey, Susan, not me. Susan, be careful, because your name got mentioned in emails. They're focused on you because you say hello and talk in here.
Oh, so, yeah. All of your followers are a threat. Okay.
I just ask that if anything happens.
Who mentioned her?
Out and
Thomas
about.
Schoenberger.
That you might feel a little weird about. Please let me know.
Thomas Schoenberger mentioned her. That's who mentioned her. Your buddy, your informant.
Immediately. Because I'm going to want.
Schoenberger puts your guests at risk. David, your informant does. The guy who's paying you $500 a month, allegedly.
I know. Because Thomas mentioned your name directly. You know? It irritated the absolute shit out of me. But Smokey has the one, and I am sure that Sherilyn did not like the fact that Tara Joyce goes on and on and on, just starts talking about how Sherilyn is running drugs across state lines. That was part of the conversation.
He didn't do it, David. Just like you say you didn't get the money from Sarah. It's the same argument.
You know? But Tara Joyce knows that this hitman thing is bullshit. I'm not getting any money from Thomas.
I don't know it's bullshit. I actually called your sheriff's department about it.
I'm sure as fuck not getting $500 a month. Oh my God, I'd be living like a king if I was making another $500.
How do we know you're not? How do we know what your finances are? You're not being honest about your taxes. Why should we believe about who's donating to you and how much? You're a liar, David.
A month, and I wouldn't be buying some hitman where I don't even know. I live in Harlan. Where the fuck do you even get a hitman? You know?
Yeah, your buddy, Hunter. Your buddy that you call Hunter. Your buddy Smokey.
But I reported all that shit to the police.
Yeah, I hope you did.
reported it. Tara Joyce knows.
How do
Because
you know what I know, David? Are you in my head too? Is that it? Did your remote viewing Michael Aquino training, you think you know what I know or what I think? I'm telling you what I think. I've said it on my channel.
if you listen, go click on the link. You can go to her site and
Please
listen
do. Come listen to me.
to what happened today. The more
Yeah, we that's what we're talking about here.
she talked, the louder and more shrill her voice became. You can tell that she is just lying the fuck.
No, you make me nervous, David. You were bullying me in my chat. Naked in your bathtub. Creepy.
Go read the screenshots. Siren
Really creepy that you are harassing me naked and wet in your bathtub. That is creepy.
is Kara.
In fact, what would be the purpose to even tell me that, other than like it's kind of almost like sexual harassment too, in a way. I'm naked and I'm bullying you. We didn't need to know you were naked, David. Nobody needed to know that you were naked in your bathtub. Nobody. You even put it on your blog. That's even creepier, dude. Just make yourself creepy.
AKA Emily Thorne, AKA Skills, Lucian Greaves, counterpart. I told her today you were involved with the murder of Lori King.
I mean, does it constitute sexual harassment when a man comes into your chat and bullies you and they're say that they're naked in their bathtub? Like, that is creepy. That's not okay, David.
Her conversation stopped for a minute and then she just revamped and changed the subject, you know? But Doug didn't like it because as soon as I got done with it, if you go look in the profile picture, that's from Doug sending me a threat. See you on the battlefield. Dude, I'm not afraid of you. We live 23 miles away from each other and you hid in the shadows for 4 fucking years. Unless you can come up behind me in the shadows, in the dark, and catch me by surprise, I am so not afraid of you. But the conversation today was just, Tara Joyce is an idiot. She's an idiot. And I don't know where she thinks I was going to find the hitman. It was the dumbest thing. And I have to admit.
Oh, you're trying to laugh it off. Oh, I don't know where she, wait, my name. I didn't know where she would think that. It was just the fact that your former followers said it.
I was laying in the bath and.
You were laying in the bath watching my show naked.
As you guys can guess, the last few days I've been in a really pissy mood. And
every day you're in a pissy mood. I don't want to, surprise you, David, of that fact, but every day you are in a pissy mood.
So I went in there pretty sure they were going to fight with me.
It's like the only time that you laugh at people is when you're laughing at somebody, saying a sick joke like, we should start a wood chipper gang and get t-shirts and laugh. That's the kind of shit you laugh about, David. That's when you have a smile on your face.
And I was happy because that's what I wanted. I wanted a confrontation. I wanted to deal with them. I didn't go online and be on. First of all, because I was saying what I needed to say.
You could have gotten out of the tub, put some clothes on like you did right here, and join my chat and face me face to face with your camera. You were invited to come on Sewer Town last night, but you don't want to talk to Jesse Davis. You want to bully another woman, Pavana. Because that's where you like to play at, don't you, David?
I took screenshots of everything. You can go read it. Go click on that. Just
shots after you were saying things in my chat, because you can see yourself in my chat. So you think you can get the last word and say all those awful things when I'd already blocked you from saying them on my live stream. And you went and posted that on your blog as if that's evidence for in your favor.
description. There has to be 60 screenshots of the conversation that I took.
Yeah, 16 screenshots that you took of a conversation naked while you were in the bathtub.
It was in there because I just kept taking screenshots of the whole thing.
Naked with your hairy man chest. Yes, naked with your hairy man chest.
Commenting because my phone, I could talk into my phone. I was laying in the
And I
bath.
know that because we see it in your videos. I played them earlier in the stream. If anybody wants to look at them, we'll probably play a couple more again before we leave.
Tub. It's been freezing here. The wind is so harsh.
It was freezing, so he had to be in the bathtub because he was cold.
And it is cold. And I was cold. So I decided, fuck it. I didn't have anything better to do. I wanted to take a bath. But in the end, I had to get off because Tara Joyce started articulating her vision that she had in her head of me naked in the bath. And let me tell you, she weirded me the fuck out. She is one creepy bitch. For not wanting to visualize it, boy, you sure were fucking articulating it.
Okay, so here's the deal, David. I don't have to visualize it. I don't. I'm going to go back again. We're going to take a look at your shorts because I don't have to visualize what you look like in your bathtub because everybody has seen what you look like in your bathtub. There's no visualization. There's no creative visualization. There's no imagination to anything about what I say that how you look in your bathtub. Okay, David. So let's do this. All right. This is you in your bathtub. All right, let's play it.
Convicted felon Thomas Schoenberger is trying to say that I'm trying to drive Nathan Stoltman over the edge, which is funny because Nathan...
That's you in your bathtub. Okay, here's another one.
So today's live on YouTube was probably the best.
That's you in the bathtub. Hairy man chest. There you go. Hairy, wet man chest. Slicked hair back. I didn't add the glasses on that one, but you don't wear glasses in every video that when you're in your bath. Here's one. With this one, you have glasses again.
I have to wonder.
That one, I did that one before. Let's go. Let me see. Let's go. Here's another. Here's this one's a little bit dark, but here we go.
I just told a friend of mine whose wife is Mexican that he needs to send his wife and his little boy to Mexico.
Okay, that's not creepy. That's not creepy. That's not creepy. How about this?
What my opposition doesn't get is that when I was a child, this group pledged not only their souls to that which was going to inhabit me.
Yeah, okay, that's normal. And you got a flame in the background.
This is for YouTube. The whole Andy Villa account that they're now trying to get everything taken down because I've shown that. He's making threats to me. And it's not a real account.
There's no imagination here, David. None. Zero. Here we go. Here's another one.
Y'all need to go to my blog, davidshurter.com,
I don't have to visualize anything.
and look at the screenshots today that are involved with...
I know what you look like in your bathtub. And then earlier today, I played something where you're talking about me and saying my show name naked in your bathtub. Okay. Let's just talk about people who, let's go back to this now.
see if I can find a hitman there. Phone never picks up my punctuation correctly. It hardly gets words right. If I don't pay attention to it, sometimes I don't even know very long. And go willingly and go on video.
That's pretty much it on that. I mean, you know, he tried to defend himself against like the allegations that were made about him, you know, looking for money to come after people. And I have another video. John did provide some information. It's about at the hour mark, so I want to get the marker here. Let's play this for a minute. Okay, let's get this going. I'm gonna do a screen share. This is from his Rumble. Thank you, John. Thank you, Lord of Darkness. Thank you. He says, well, this is Aiken. No, this Shamanic Jesus it's Sewer King dropped a hot banger. Worth watching, Terry. Oh, here's another something. Hot banger. Okay.
Can there be? So your shit's coming out, and I'm gonna fucking, but now for TIs, if you're being inundated, check your fucking house. And wherever you think it's coming from, I suggest you download that EMF program that you can get off Google Play, figure out where it's coming from, then go to the opposite place of your house and figure out where those fucking sensors are in your house, because that's how they're beaming this shit at you. And so, fucking me with these toys, now I'm gonna fuck you, because I'm letting your fucking toys be known. You aren't as powerful as you think. Your fucking secrets. You think you're clever because you're fucking secret, but now I know your shit. I know how it fucking works. I moved that goddamn picture off my fucking wall, and now the noise is gone, and my dogs are fucking exhausted, sleeping on the bed. All three of them are conked out. So the noise is gone. Your shit is done.
David has yet again foiled the Illuminati's attempts to prevent him from saving the children. Seen here is the very piece of artwork David is referring to. Only it's not just artwork, is it, David? It's a very cleverly crafted and integral part of the directed energy weapons frequency distribution process. It is crafted from quantum fractal crystals, which fractalize frequencies causing our cells to vibrate out of existence, to only then continue vibrating, tearing a hole in the fabric of time, causing a rift which would threaten all life on Earth. It's mined from deep within the dark dankness of Uranus, often then escorted to Earth by super soldiers that are returning home.
I figured that they thought it might be just a little bit too obvious if I'm telling people that they're killing me and then they didn't kill me. This is certainly not my first time at this rodeo. The first time I got hit with these weapons was years ago when I first started this investigation. I did a video out there. It's posted on my YouTube. You can see I was crying and begging them to stop from what they were doing. They kept me out for 3 weeks.
Flashback.
This is Dave Shurter, and I just wanted to leave a video. Please stop. I'm begging you. I'll take everything down. I will. I'll stop. Please stop torturing me. All I wanted to do was get my dad investigated. I thought I was doing the right thing. I am so... But I can't take any more of this. Please stop. This is my plea. I'll take everything down. I'll take my blog down. I'll take my YouTube down. Just leave me alone. Please.
End of flashback.
Ended up going into the hospital. Stayed in the hospital for a week. When I came out, Dean, the ex-Omaha police person that lived across the street, came, threatened my ex. Well, he wasn't my ex at the time, and told me that if I didn't pull everything down, my partner was going to be next. So I did. I took everything down. That lasted about 6 to 8 months, and then I just went back at it because I felt like I was letting God down and those murdered children down. And at the end, I just realized I was letting myself down. Second time I got hit with these weapons, it was the day after I sent Rabbit Hole over the internet to my publisher to get published. The very next day at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I heard it turn on. I heard it and felt it go on, and it kept me up for 2 weeks. I ended up going into the hospital. While they were checking me into my room, I was fine for like the first hour and 15 minutes, but the last 45 minutes I was in that room, it just washed over me. And when they came to get me from my room, when they came to get me from my room, I told them I wasn't feeling well. And the next thing I knew, I was being rushed by emergency squad to Creighton University Medical Center. And they kept me there for 3 days because they couldn't figure out why I came into the emergency room with well over stroke and heart attack level blood pressure. But the 3 days I was there, it dropped down to better than normal and stayed there. And I kept telling them, this is being done to me, you know, and these are years apart. This is not just, it just keeps happening over and over and over. This has been years apart. Now I'm in a completely different state, in a completely different house, and it's happening again. And why? Because I'm on the verge of fucking nailing their goddamn asses. You know, and what are their arguments? Well, you see, all of you people who are out there saying that this pedophile problem exists and that you're concerned about it, their argument is that there's no pedophilia. The reason why you're all talking about it is because you are all pedophiles. You're focused on it because you want to fuck children. You're concerned about it because you actually want to fuck children. And it's just as stupid as fucking Aquino's argument. All the people, you know, he'll tell you that conspiracies don't exist, but all the people who have gone after him, they're all conspiring against him. And what is his argument against them? They're just liars, and they're attacking him. They're conspiring as a whole to attack him because they all want to fuck his ugly, gay Eddie Munster ass.
Let's hear that again, David. It might just be me, but it sounded like you just described exactly what you do and say about us now. Almost like you were actually projecting.
It's just as stupid as fucking Aquino's argument. All the people, you know, he'll tell you that conspiracies don't exist, but all the people who have gone after him, they're all conspiring against him. And what is his argument against them? They're just liars, and they're attacking him. They're conspiring as a whole to attack him because they all want to fuck his ugly, gay Eddie Munster ass.
Fuck yeah. That's definitely not a me thing. That's exactly what you say, David.
So all of you who basically have said Colonel Aquino is bad, you only think he's bad because you all secretly want to fuck him. That's what he says. It's all over the internet. He says it
all over the internet
constantly. And so this shit is just, they point fingers. Oh, don't look at me. You're guilty of it. It's like dealing with a bunch of goddamn fourth graders. Yeah, I was able to stay in my house last night. I actually was able to sleep last night. The shit's still on. It's just not on as strong as it was the last few days. But that's because I'm reporting all of this. You know, these toys exist. It's not radon in my house. It's not carbon monoxide in my house. It just started fucking last Thursday. I was picking myself up off the floor. And so these toys exist. We know they exist. They've admitted they exist. They've said that they were going to use them on American citizens. But anybody who comes forward.
So what happened here is that he went nuts and he got a restraining order on him. Okay, and here's Colonel Aquino death certificate. He says that Aquino's alive. All this stuff, and he got a restraining order on him. Here's more of him here. Let's go here.
Getting ready to go lay down. They kind of relaxed a little bit today, but now they figured that I ain't gonna quit, and so it's full blast again. Who the fuck knows what's gonna happen?
His neighbors got a restraining order on him. He was saying that their 1-year-old daughter was at risk.
I mean, I have blisters all over my feet. I can't go walk anymore. And so I'm stuck here. And maybe it is a message that they're trying to send to me. And I have a message of my own. I'm more afraid of heaven than I am of you guys and all your freaking toys.
Okay. Let's go here. I know that there's a bit of a court case clip coming up, I believe. Let me see. Oh, now it's not going to play. Let me see. I was going to stop up right there, but you can kind of, the rocks are coming up shortly. Okay, I get it. Let's let it reboot here for a second or catch up. It doesn't want to play. Come on. Darn it. Or let's give it a moment. Let's go over to see what's going on with Jesse for a second. Let's find Sewer King here. Let me go find his channel and let's see if I can get that to catch up and then come back to the part where he's in court being told to get psychiatric treatment. Let's see, Sewer King. Why is it that I can't find him right away? That's crazy. Hold on. Give me just a second. Okay, here's his channel. Apparently Sewer King just streamed something. Oh, this is Denise. Okay. Let me see. Oh, wait. We got some bathtub stuff. Let's see. Okay, that's music. Right. Let's see. I'm just scrolling through. Let's start about right. Yeah, because I don't want the let me see, is this going yet? Okay, yeah, it's back. We're back. Let me finish the other one first. I know I'm probably driving you guys crazy, but I was waiting for this to get hooked up here. Okay, here we go. It's back.
Isn't in vain. They taught me how to channel energy, and probably the reason why I'm able to withstand it without going crazy is that as much as they want to say that compartmentalization doesn't exist, I assure you it does exist. It's the reason why I'm able to deal with this like I am, because right now my eardrums, they're jamming me in the head so fucking hard that my eardrums feel like they're about ready to explode. And they're aiming something at my head. The other day my eyes were all swollen for whatever they were doing, and then it just went away like magic, And so the thing about it is that this is all happening on a spiritual level. And who know me know that I have told you that the fallen have all returned to heaven. Heaven is healed and did that. And I have great favor in heaven. And the only thing that you idiots were right about is that the gates of heaven actually are located at the heart of a fiacus. And so we are at the gates of heaven. And you are killing heaven's, I'm well loved right now.
Yes, we all love
you. You're attacking me. And I assure you that it will not go well for you. And I'm not running anymore because I know that my sacrifice, I gave myself willingly to this. And what this whole situation has taught me, this, especially getting hit since Saturday to now, is that what it made me realize is that now I realize how committed I am to this. And there's no turning back. I have no interest in turning back. I stand against you because I believe in the word. And the word is the same as Christ taught. And that word is love. And you all are anti-love. And so I stand against you. And I will continue standing against you forever. And the darkness that is here, that energy that is surrounding the globe so much that's in an S shape that you let in with your little CERN toy is here to claim you guys. And so there's no way that you're going to escape your fate. And when you end up in the darkness, you're going to be very, very sad. This is all happening on a spiritual level. Everyone can feel it. Everyone can feel it. Whether or not people admit it or not, everyone can feel it. There's something imminent in front of all of us. Something huge in front of us. And that's what it is. We're at the ascension. The wheat is being separated from the chaff. And you guys are about ready to find out what it's going to be like in the darkness. And thanks for your toys. Thanks for this whole experience, because it gave me a completely different perspective on the whole thing. And, you know, I realized that what I lacked was not everyone else's idea of how.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to have the music here. Shoot, I'm still looking for that. The court thing. Let me see. Let me go. Okay, I'm just kind of going towards the end. Well, you get the drift. He went on this energy weapon stuff. Here. Okay, wait. I think. Let's try here. Here it is. I think this is it.
And it is totally understandable. But to those who persevered, good on you and congratulations.
Okay, so this is the restraining order. This is what I was looking for.
You now understand, more than most, what having David Shurter as your neighbor must truly be like. What a fucking horrific experience.
So there's things like them, you know, telling people to come after us, claiming we are part of the same government conspiracy. He is posting daily YouTube video addressing our home while claiming he has killed children in the same videos. He has also threatened local authorities. This is the restraining order that his neighbors got on him for what he was saying in those videos that we were watching, some of them.
Watching what these scumbags are really like is jaw-dropping sometimes, but it does give me the proper perspective to be able to do what I do and to be as accurate.
This is a harassment. It's for harassment and stalking. April 25th, 2017. YouTube title: I have many claimed I am to the order. Say goodbye to your children. Stating directly to our home that we lose our child. April 26, 2017. He tells his followers that we have some sort of government laser weapon and puts our address online for them to look into. April 19th, took a picture of our house as a referral to us being the same sort of evil. April 19th, he wrote on his Facebook how we looked into, so he's
as can be about an assessment. On very, 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 very rare occasions, you get a glimpse of what could be excused for a causality, for the way they are, but David is 100% not one of those. He loves this shit. He begs for this shit. It's all he has.
Took videos of our house on YouTube to draw his followers' attention to us. Took 2 pictures of our house and car license plates, posting them on Facebook. Took pictures of my truck license plate. Asked people to check out Lloyd Spencer. Yelled at our neighbors, telling them we have a government weapon and are after him. Then yells at me after I ask him if there is a problem, and I tell him I'm not CIA or government related as he accuses me. These are his neighbors' restraining order on David.
That's not sad. It's extremely pathetic. As most of you probably noticed, I tried to slot in the protection order events as they came up to give you the context required. I am also quite certain the majority of you got all the context you needed within the first 5 minutes of hearing this cunt talk. So I do not expect much, if any, pushback on why everyone that seems to live around David eventually feels they need some legal avenue in place. In these instances, protection orders, as it seems inevitable that he will at some point cross lines not meant to be crossed, verbal or physical.
Sold their souls to the dark, and now it's time to pay the piper.
Correct. It is time you paid the piper, David. I think it's time you gave society the peace it deserves by taking yourself out of it. No, I do not mean suicide or any self-harm.
There is the restraining order. It was published October 27th, 2011, before his book came out. That's why he brings his book into it. Well, they wanted to stifle my book, so they did this bogus thing to me.
I was thinking more along the lines of a re-established local asylum, with David Lynn Shurter as its first occupier. I could certainly respect it if you made that choice, as there is zero respect in regard to your current choices and directions. As for those of you still with me, as promised, I have David's response or excuse or whatever the fuck you want to call anything he says at this point. But firstly, For sticking with me, I have a surprise round of paperwork. Paperwork that comes from Joanne Shurter. Yes, David's stepmother. Joanne also had a protection order out on David for some time, and starting in 2011. How disgusting that a stepmother would also feel she needed a protection order in place against the 40-year-old stepson. If feel that another listen to this short clip may help us get in the zone, so to speak.
This is Dave Shurter, and I just wanted to leave a video. Please stop. I'm begging you. I'll take everything down. I will. I'll stop. Please stop torturing me. All I wanted to do was get my dad investigated. I thought I was doing the right thing. I am so... But I can't take any more of this. Please stop. This is my plea. I'll take everything down. I'll take my blog down. I'll take my YouTube down. Just leave me alone. Please.
Yeah, baby. That definitely puts me back in the zone. Fuck this guy.
And I don't think that's the end. Maybe it is. No, not yet. Here, let's see. There's some stuff here. More of when I know what I didn't know until after is that proof was right in front of me as 15 videos. Algonia police. Yeah. So there you go. David. Uh-huh. All right, let's go to a little bit of Sewer Town because I guess he's streamed. I want to see what's going on there, and I'm gonna have to go pretty soon here.
Welcome everybody. There's not a whole lot of people in here. It's pretty early in the day.
And you kept them up late last night.
Yes, I kept everybody up really late last night, including Denise Mad Cow. Denise Mad Cow stayed up and watched the entire stream last night. And apparently, at the end of the stream, where we ended it with the short little clip of Pavana and I speaking to the FBI agent, that bothered Denise a little bit because she had to do a stream right afterwards in the wee hours of the morning, bringing her delusions into play. And it's really funny. Denise says her title was "The FBI is After Me" or something of that nature. And she decided to try and twist the narrative and claim that this video that we shared is fake, that it was a performance and it's all fake. That's what her claim is. So we're going to actually listen to Denise's short little video that she did in the wee hours of the morning, and she claims that this is fake. And once we get done listening to Denise's denial that this is real, then we're going to produce a nice little bombshell of evidence to show everybody that Denise doesn't have a clue, and just to let Tommy Boy and the mindless minions know, don't listen to Denise and think this is fake. And Thomas, if you contacted Denise after my stream and you convinced her that this was fake, you're dumber than I thought. That's all I'm going to say. You're dumber than I thought. But for those of you that are here, we're just going to get this rolling because it's going to be short. I've got things to do. I've got a life to live, and we're going to just make this a quick one. So enjoy. Here's Denise from the wee hours of the morning. And it's funny because her demeanor and everything is so different and so gentle and so quiet. It's amazing. But I have a funny feeling that not only Denise, but David Shurter and the rest of them are feeling a little bit of fear right now. Because Shurter also came on and did a stream, and now he's claiming that the whole hitman thing, there's now a hitman after him, supposedly, because Thomas's buddy Brian Word apparently messaged David Shurter and said, "Oh, you know I'm a hitman." And then one of them messaged Shurter, and it might have been the Brian Word guy, Johnny Dub, and said that he has been unleashed. He's been unleashed. The hitman has been unleashed. So now Shurter is using that hitman thing to his advantage, trying to claim that someone is hiring a hitman to come after him. But you don't get to do that, David. You don't get to do that. But anyhow, let's listen to what Denise had to say about my stream last night.
Watching what's going on up. Well, hello, whoever, wherever, whenever you are. Yes, indeed. Strange things are going on out in the greater world out there. Watching what's going on up in Minnesota, and it looks like the rubber's hit the road as far as the open warfare in our own country is concerned.
She looks a little nervous.
I don't know if people really pay much attention to the news, but
so she goes on for a couple minutes about Minnesota, but if you pay attention to her, she looks a little nervous, fidgeting around with her scissors there in the wee hours of the morning.
The confrontation between the federal government and the state government in that, the Minnesota state government is at the level of open insurrection. The governor and that horrific mayor who said those horrible things. The mayor of Minneapolis told people don't pray for the Catholic children who were massacred at the Annunciation School. I think the name of the school was Annunciation. They were at morning mass before starting classes, which is a practice in Catholic schools. And they were shot, killed, a bunch of them. I don't know how many. And the mayor, that horrific, disgusting mayor, Jewish guy, within an hour of the massacre, made a public statement that
notice how she has to point out that he's Jewish, right?
People should not be praying for those kids because they were praying at the time, and look what good it did. He was practically laughing.
I mean,
and
Denise has lost how many channels because of anti-Semitic remarks? I think 2 or 3 now.
Is facing charges alongside that piece of work, Tim Waltz. They're facing federal charges for interfering with federal government. I mean, that's pretty much at the Civil War level. And in the meantime,
now she's going to rant. This is a pattern of Denise. She goes off with something that's, she muckies up something that's in politics, and now she's going to relate it to us. I think that's
at my level of life.
Yeah, here we go.
Here we go, guys.
I saw somebody put up a video clip claiming it was a meeting with an FBI agent up in Indiana.
Okay, here we go. This is where it'll start to get interesting. And after we listen to Denise, we're going to drop the big bomb on her.
These people from South Bend, Indiana, that's where the extortion ring that is involved with the gang in Massachusetts that killed my daughter. So there's a bunch of them based in Indiana
Right.
who have been running their channels in social media where they, if you cooperate with them and, help them out with their stories.
And just so you know, I mean, I don't know who's new here on my channel and where I might repurpose this, but I want to point out that Denise Mattow is a colleague of Thomas Schoenberger. She has ran Thomas Schoenberger's defamations against me and several others. She has telephone harassed me. She has called my job in coordination with profiles that are cyber stalking me and threatening me and doxing me. And she called my job and said that I was grooming children, which is untrue. And she was written up by campus police, and the college sent her a cease and desist. That needs to be earmarked if you want to know who Denise Mattow is in relation to me and why I have an interest in playing this today.
Their publicity and, see that they get their money or whatever, then you're okay. But if you...
And let me add in recently too that David Shurter said that he knew Denise years ago, and Denise and him run the same nasty lies and narratives. They're two different mouthpieces for the same lies that have started with Thomas Schoenberger and also spread through Hoax Wars and a lot of other channels. It's a defamation campaign by a bunch of people, shadow box like cyber guerrilla tactics of defamation on Thomas Schoenberger's targets. Let me just say it.
Tell them where they can stick it. Well, then you just face incredible levels of lying, defamation, harassment, and it's at the point where we just ignore it because it's ridiculous.
It's at the point where they ignore it, but Denise stuck around for that, 8 or 9 hour live stream last night, but they're ignoring us, right?
I've got a video up now claiming that it is a meeting between Jesse and Pavana Davis of either Mishawaka or South Bend, Indiana, with an FBI agent in Indiana. And they don't have the whole narrative in it.
Oh, but wait, Denise. Nobody said it was an FBI agent in Indiana.
Of what they went to the FBI about, but if they introduce it, Davis introduces it as they went in and spoke to them. So they initiated something. They went to the FBI. The FBI didn't go to them. And they told them some kind of story that, based on the previous narrative that Davis was going on about, included me and was mainly about some friends of mine, but included me. And the friend of mine it was mainly about was the composer whose music they've been trying to shut down for the simple reason that they can't get economic control of his business.
Right, Denise. Nowhere in that little clip did we mention your name. I did say the mindless minions. So I guess since you're including yourself, you're admitting to being a mindless minion. But go ahead, Denise.
That's it in a nutshell. I mean, it's a lot more complicated than that, but that's what it boils down to. The lawsuits that they've participated in that got thrown out of court included such things as, if they win, it was a claim of defamation because they got my musician friend angry enough to sink to the level of name calling. And then as soon as they were able to trigger him, they ran off to court and filed stupid lawsuit. One of their buddies did.
I've never sued yet. Yet.
You know, this is what goes on. So now they claim to have gone to the FBI.
Mm-hmm.
They think people are going to believe that somehow you can go into an FBI office, speak to an agent, and have a video of that meeting in which you are opening a case against somebody that you want investigated, and you're going to go in and within, I don't know, from the way he spoke, this has supposedly just happened within the past few days or week.
Nope, I didn't give you any timeline, Denise. I said within the last 365 days.
You put that in your video channel to the world.
Yes, I did.
Like, number one, if that were a real clip.
If it was real.
The FBI doesn't work that way.
Oh, really?
The first question is, how'd you get a hold of the clip of yourself talking to the agent?
Denise knows exactly how the FBI works, right, everybody?
It's possible that Jesse Davis actually did go into an FBI office and actually surreptitiously recorded it.
Oh,
because he's done that kind of thing elsewhere. Got away with it. But down in the bottom of the screen, he's got some text that says something that I couldn't really read because it was a little blurry, but then it says FBI, and then in parentheses, unverified.
Yes, yes. Denise looked so close that she saw the FBI's little label said unverified. It said that for a reason, though, Denise, because the FBI doesn't want you to know what fucking channels or anything they're on, right?
So this is supposed to make the clip look official. Why would the FBI release a recording to anybody, a plaintiff, a defendant, a private citizen, or anybody that looks like this?
Maybe because we are actually the victims in this, and we have a right to have copies of anything that we produce to them, Denise.
And the dialogue that you can hear in the FBI, you can in the clip, you can hear the FBI agent say, "Well, I'm going to have to look into this because what you've said is serious, and we're going to look into it.
Obviously.
And I'm going to want to speak to each of you separately." And he's speaking to Paula Davis, and Jesse Davis. Then you can hear Paula say something like just a little, I don't know, hello, or, a little yes or something. And then you can hear Jesse Davis say a few things.
Uh-huh.
So you know that, their voice is off camera. Now they do have, Sewertown does have a history of deep fakes.
Oh.
They have done fake phone calls where they've put up videos claiming to be having phone conversations with people that, I had a bunch of people called me up. All of them didn't call me, but texted to me and emailed to me, contacted me, all upset because they were playing a video in which they appeared to be having a conversation with me.
Oh, but Denise, that wasn't Sewertown that had a video that claimed to be a conversation with you. That was someone else. It was not Jesse or Paula Davis. But go ahead, Denise. Continue with your delusional tale.
And they had some kind of AI, deep fake voice of mine. It wasn't me. They didn't even take words I had said anywhere. They had made up. It was apparently, they have a software where they can be speaking and it's filtered through the sound of somebody else's voice.
No, Denise, that's not true. That's not the way our AI stuff works.
It's text to talk.
It's text to talk. And it is, in fact, your voice. I bet you're going to claim this isn't you speaking your stupidity saying that this is a fake video either, right? You're going to claim this wasn't you either.
And it was pretty easy to just see that wasn't really my voice.
Yeah.
If you listened closely, if you just listened for a split second, like some of my friends that contacted me did, you might say, oh my God, they really called her up. They were upset. And I said, don't worry about it. I said, they never called me. And I went and listened to it, and I said, this is ridiculous. They were showing off that they could do this, and they were using me for that purpose.
Yeah, okay.
But they are doing it to people, and you don't know when they're doing it or not doing it.
I thought you said it's
And
easy
I just
to
laughed, and
know.
my friends laughed, because we all know the FBI and other law enforcement agencies are not going to be fooled by a bunch of cesspool, septic tank brained YouTube thugs.
Really?
But the whole thing of putting up a video in which somebody, well, you can't say he was impersonating an FBI agent because he doesn't show a badge or anything. He's sitting behind a desk. You can't see his face.
I guarantee you it's not an impersonation, Denise. I've talked to the guy myself.
He's not showing any kind of official badge or papers or anything. He doesn't say anything to identify
What you haven't known.
himself as an agent. One of Jesse Davis's friends did have somebody actually visiting people. And this is what really shocked me at the time. And
Really, Denise? I want to see evidence that one of Jesse Davis's friends was out visiting people.
I don't know if it's still true, because Democrats were in the White House at the time this happened. But they had this guy visiting people, claiming to be an FBI agent.
Really? Prove it. Never happened.
Now, he didn't come down here and visit me, but he went around to someone in, I think it was Wisconsin.
Man, these guys make up the biggest stories. Like, she makes up big stories, just like David, big excuses. Let me weave something. Let me weave an excuse. And you know, when they make these kind of testimonies, I always think about those true crime shows where it has the, the cam with the when the criminal, the killer's being interrogated by the deputy. It's the same sort of type of speaking, same sort of making up, trying to cover your tracks.
Missouri. This group is all over the country. They've got people from California to Florida and Indiana to down here in Texas.
It's a big conspiracy. Everybody's guilty, and we've got fake FBI agents, right? To make you think that you're getting busted. That's what you're going to rationalize yourself with. All right.
Yeah, we're worldwide, Denise.
But I was concerned about it. And so I called the FBI and asked about reporting somebody.
Oh, she called the FBI. Oh, she called the FBI now. She called my police department. She called these people. She called the Fresno police. Now she's called the FBI.
An FBI agent. And you know what I got told? It's not a crime.
Right.
Can't do nothing about it.
Right.
I said, what do you mean it's not a crime to impersonate a federal officer? And they
Right.
said, well, we only deal with federal crimes. He said, if somebody does that, you have to go to your local police, and if there's a state law saying that he's impersonating a law officer, maybe they would prosecute it, but maybe they wouldn't care because it's impersonating federal, it's not impersonating state police.
Uh-huh.
He said, but we don't care. Oh, okay.
They don't care.
That was quite an interesting thing to discover, and I wonder if it's still true. I mean, not that it would matter in this case. But stupid is as stupid does.
Yes.
Everybody's stupid. Everybody's stupid. That's her go-to. Stupid is as stupid does. Da, 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 da. Ad hominem, because she has no other argument. Like she's got some fear going on there. That's a worried look.
Stupid, Denise. You're
I
stupid.
think I'm gonna go get some sleep and
How'd you sleep last night, Denise?
You should. You shouldn't have stayed up so
Jesse
late.
Davis, the turd that won't flush.
More ad hominem, more insults.
Denise Matto. Over and out.
Over and out.
Well, Denise, you probably at your age shouldn't have stayed up so late watching my stream last night. You should have just watched it on replay today when you were, wide awake and you had gotten some sleep so that you didn't go into delusion land. But if anybody wants to have a short chit chat about this, I did put the StreamYard link in the chat. But now, Denise, since you've claimed that we faked this interview with the FBI,
It's coming.
I'm just going to blow your fucking delusions out of the water. And we're going to just divulge a little bit more about this meeting with the FBI. Okay? Just to show you that it is the FBI and that we are not fucking around with you people anymore. And he's not only going to say he's FBI, but he's going to tell you where his office is located at. And it was not FBI in Indiana. Anybody that's got half a brain could have looked at this video and realized we were not sitting in his office. Pavana and I were down in the right-hand corner.
It was a video conference call.
Exactly. We were down in the right-hand corner in a little screen. So we were, in fact, not sitting in his office. Otherwise, you would have saw us sitting in the chair across the table from this guy. So I'm gonna just put the evidence out there as we always do to let you know that, Denise, it is real. And we are not fucking playing games with you clowns anymore. I said that last night, and we're saying it again. So let's just bring the goods, as we always do, right, everybody?
Yep.
Let's do that.
Bring it.
Hear me, it sounds like. Okay, great. So I think what I'll do, I may need to talk to you individually. It might work a little better like that, just because when I write my report, it's hard to, if two people are talking, it can become unclear about who's providing what information.
Correct.
So Jesse, if I could maybe talk to you first.
Yes.
We could do that. That might be a little bit easier, just to make it so things are clear.
Yes.
So, so we talked earlier. I'm with the FBI in Provo. And I got your talk to you first.
Oh, but wait, he said we talked earlier, which means we had a prior conversation, me and this FBI guy, and he clearly says I'm with the FBI in Provo. Oh, fuck, Provo, Utah. Isn't that where fucking Tommy Boy lives? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Yes. We could do that. That might be a little bit easier, just to make it so things are clear. Yes. So, we talked earlier. I'm with the FBI in Provo, and I got your online tip or complaint.
Yes.
And so I just was going to ask you some questions about what you submitted. I guess I'll start off getting a couple of pieces of biographical information. I think I have your address that was put in there when you sent the complaint in. Obviously, I've got your phone number. What's your date of birth? Okay. And so I guess we'll just...
So I want you guys to understand this clip I'm playing. You're also going to realize the story's never changed. That's all I'm saying.
Start out. So this Thomas Schellenberger.
Yes.
How do you know him?
Ran across her in June of 17 via those puzzles, and he instantly looked for vulnerabilities, and things about her. And then they just slowly started sucking her into what I consider a cult. I call it a cult. It reminds me of Scientology. And he passed her off to a woman by the name of Lisa Clapier, who was supposedly, or is supposedly, a licensed awakening coach. Oh shit, is that guy actually taking notes, by the way? Holy fuck. And they were bombarding my wife with emails and these weird fantasy style stories about spirituality and stuff, and telling her things like she was in-line descendant to inherit the wealth of the world and this and that. And Mr. Schoenberger himself often has referred to himself as the reincarnation of Saint Germain. It's really crazy stuff. So anyway, my wife got involved with the puzzles, ran into this Mr. Schoenberger, and he immediately just kind of sunk his claws into her and started, sucking her in. And after I researched it all, after she had this bad mental breakdown, because of all of this, I started researching. I found out his involvement, and I found out that he had frauded numerous women out of hundreds of thousands of dollars in very similar situations to my wife. These women also were attacked, just like my wife. And I found it odd that the first thing this man asked my wife when they ran across each other online was, "What do you do for a living? And what does your husband do for a living?" And, they seem to fish for information from you, and then they use that information against you. They twist a narrative against you, and they use it to attack you. So when my wife had her breakdown, I still didn't know who this guy was. I didn't know anything about him. And after her breakdown, her breakdown initially happened on September the 8th of 2017. So a matter of months after meeting this guy. And they had sent her, at that point, about 1,000 emails. Crazy stuff. And I have them all. And she had this breakdown, and so when I started looking into this guy, I'm like, okay, this guy's tied to all of this crap. Well, then she had her breakdown. I took her to the hospital emergency room. So on October 25th, 2 days before my birthday, 2017, she had another very bad episode. And the police were actually called to our home by our son. And the police came, and they explained to my wife that she needed to go into a facility and seek some help. They told her as long as she agreed to go with me, they wouldn't take her physically themselves. So she did agree, and I took her to the facility. While she was at the facility, she signed a note saying that they're not to speak to anyone but her husband. Well, about 3 months later, I managed to get the medical records, and within the medical records, it clearly states that they spoke to a Dr. Thomas Schoenberger, a neurologist from California, and Mr. Schoenberger proceeded to tell this facility that my wife didn't need to be there, that she was just a woman that needed some sleep. And he actually gave a prognosis, his own diagnosis, and recommended that they give her Xanax, which he had told me personally in emails. If I needed to get Xanax on the street, go get some Xanax for her, blah, blah, blah. So I was concerned at that point. So I filed a lawsuit against the facility for violation of HIP laws. And I also included the info about what they said, because the Schoenberger guy said my wife had no history of psychosis, is what he told this facility. She was not a harm to herself or others, yada, yada. So, like I said, he basically gave him a prognosis, a diagnosis, and recommended Xanax for her. Because Mr. Schoenberger told them that she didn't need to be there, and he, apparently posed as a doctor, or even if they said he was a doctor, whatever the case, they referred to him as Dr. Schoenberger. Nowhere in the documents does it say he told him he wasn't a doctor, and he basically acted as if he was a doctor by what he said to them. And that's why they sent her home. They sent her home with me again with no diagnosis, no medication. There's a lot of real scary shit involved here. This guy has made people believe that he has a brother-in-law that's in the FBI, so that he's untouchable, the Schoenberger guy, and that he's got all these high connections to government. They've attempted and threatened to swap my home numerous times in emails and social media threads. They sent Adult Protective Services to my home and told Adult Protective Services that I was holding my wife captive in a compound here and that I was abusing her.
Oh, fuck, Denise. That's right. That was you, wasn't it, Denise? Oh, shit. Do you think Jesse gave them the video of you admitting to filing that false report with Adult Protective Services? Oh, fuck, Denise. If you're out of bed, you better be fucking listening.
They tried to send CPS here, which didn't work out because I don't have any young children any longer. But they've even recently drugged my daughter into this LARP or PSYOP, whatever the hell it is.
Oh, fuck. We're not talking about hoax wars and the rest. I mean, Daniel Columbus and the rest of the mindless minions that drugged my daughter into it, are we? Does the FBI know about all of that too? And do they know that it all ties back to Tommy Boy, Thomas Schoenberger? Do they know all of this? Holy shit. What kind of evidence does the FBI have? Oh, fuck.
She's an adult now, but they stole images off her social media from when she was 16 years old, and they were passing them around all over the internet, making fun of her, sexually harassing her. They even posted stuff on 4chan and 8kun, and like I said, they've defamed my business. They've reached out to my competitors here locally, and I have a terabyte worth of screen captures and videos. The Schoenberger created 1,000 videos on several different YouTube accounts, stalking and defaming numerous people, including myself and my family. We kept getting his channels taken down. He would put another one up, and I have like 950 videos.
Oh, fuck. Did Jesse just tell him that he has over a terabyte of shit on these people? Uh-oh.
That this guy did. And it's just got to a point, it's unbearable anymore. And, when my wife had her breakdown, I couldn't work. I lost a lot of accounts. I own a small business, and I couldn't work because I was afraid I would come home and find her dead. And, now I think I mentioned to you, my wife recently received a letter. It was an email first from this lawyer in Michigan, demanding that she take down and retract anything that she has said on social media about Mr. Schoenberger.
Oh, shit. So they also know about the bogus Michigan State University lawsuit. Oh, God, honey, maybe I shouldn't have said all that, because now it kind of lets them know approximately when I had this conversation. It was after the lawsuit started.
There's a hint.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. So, in case you still believe this is fake, Denise Mad Cow, and the rest of you mindless minions, let's just provide you with a little more evidence that it's fucking real. Damn, you look confused, Thomas.
We always bring the truth, and we always bring the proof, and we're not giving up.
Oh, shit. Those are words directly from Pavana, and I paused this just momentarily so you can all see the envelope from the Department of Justice, and you can see a fucking letter to Pavana. that says it's from the U.S. Department of Justice, Federal Bureau of Investigations, Salt Lake City Division. Holy shit. And yes, you all recognize the desk that this letter and these pamphlets are sitting on. That would be Pavana's desk where she does all her painting. But yeah, this shit's fake, Denise. But wait a minute. Let's go a step further. Let's show you the actual letter, shall we? Pavana's right. And I just want to let you know, Denise Mad Cow, that no, this is not fake, and we are not fucking around. Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold the boat. This letter is from the Department of Justice, Federal Bureau of Investigations in Salt Lake City, but this one's addressed to Jesse Davis. Oh my. Denise, I guess you're wrong. I guess it's real. You came into our real lives, and this shit is real, and we are not going away, nor are we giving up. There's them 4 famous words. David Shurter, I told you so.
All right, and I'm just going to say I told you so too, because 2026 is the time of reveal. And this really happened, guys. So, hey, David Shurter, this leads to you. See you guys next time.
He ain't no Saint Germain, no crown, no name. He plays the game sharp as a flame. Who's to blame for the stolen fame? A shadow dance in the devil's frame. Go in the rabbit hole, losing control, spinning wild on a stripper pole. Laughing loud, all for the lows, but baby, that's not my rabbit hole. City lights and sirens scream, truth and lies blend like a dream. Wicked smiles, a clever scheme, chasing gold in the neon gleam. Go in the rabbit hole, losing control, spinning wild on the stripper pole. Laughing loud, all for the lows, but baby, that's not my rabbit hole. Fast, can't find the ground. Echoes of chaos all around. You chose this dance, this mad parade, but not every choice gets accolades. Go in the rabbit hole, losing control, spinning wild on the stripper pole. Laughing loud, all for the lows, but baby, that's not my rabbit hole. Spinning wild on the stripper pole. Laughing loud, all for the lows, but baby, that's not my rabbit hole. City lights and sirens scream, truth and lies blend like a dream. Wicked smiles, a clever scheme, chasing gold in the neon gleam. Going down the rabbit hole, losing control, spinning wild on the stripper pole. Laughing loud, all for the lows, but baby, that's not my rabbit hole.